I guess he can beef himself up.
Finally, I've got a bit of a defense going, and I don't feel like I'm going to die.
That Vanquisher is still a problem, though.
The Phantom Worm is the deal with that.
It also means we cannot attack, though.
Hey, hey, give me the Hoondrug. Actually, more board is better here. Get as much of a board as possible. Like this. Because we have, again, like, this late game is pretty well in our favor, so.
Yes, I agree. Our opponent also seems to have a million mana.
Same as us. What is he using it for? That's the real.
Turns out he's using it for Hundred.
Well, I've got a secret for him.
We're gonna cycle our Hundred and then bring whatever
Blow
our
up his
Hundred. I guess it draws a card.
I actually don't have the mana to do that this turn. So playing my Hundred might just be the better plan.
Maybe. Hey, you know what this... Yeah, if we play our forest, it means eventually we'll just be able to Flame Wave Invoker our way out of the game.
Alright, buddy. I too had that comment.
Flame
Alright.
Wave Invoker is never good unless super board stall.
Yep. The board stall has happened, so now we've got... Like, we're literally at the same board. However, he has this pump guy, which means his Hundrug can sooner or later overpower my Hundrug.
It also means we cannot actually... We couldn't have actually have Vengeful Hundred unless we like had the mana for it, I guess.
He would have to have been tapped out.
Yeah. What are you going to do with your 5/8? How many pumps does he actually have? Because he needs 2 more.
He has 1 more. Hey, Logical.
Hello, Logical.
Oh, you have Steel. Yes.
So yeah, if he has 1 more, that brings up Hundrug to a 6/9.
Yep, alright. So it's a 6/9. The card in
Currently
his
blocked
hand,
by a 4/7.
well, his card in his hand might just be +4/+2 and trample. So we need to block with that in mind.
Yes.
Okay, with that in mind, looking at blocks. Like so.
Phantom Worm doesn't care about trample, does he?
No, but that thing has Death Touch. If he goes Death Touch Trample, he would trample over for 6.
Ah.
There's nothing I can do about it, and that isn't lethal, so I guess I don't actually care. I think this is the best I have. I also don't want to throw away Flame Wave Invoker.
Nah, he is way out of this game.
This would be a lot more difficult if he hadn't done that immediately and, telegraphed this trick. I feel like this has got to be Colossal Might. Like, yep. Okay, so he's going over Bloodbraid. So he's going to trample for 3 and kill off our mana source. Not killing Humdrug.
Hmm. He just really wanted to deal some damage to us.
Yep.
Is the 3/3 more relevant than... I think the 3/3 is probably more relevant than invoking.
Well, we can't invoke. We lost our mana. He killed off the Sakura.
Oh, it's 8, not 7. That's right. Um,
Yeah, the 3/3. Okay, what can I? Hold on. Check for lethal. Don't have it. Okay.
yeah, I don't think we're pulling that out of our hat. Um, we can. What do we have in the grave that's compelling enough to?
Nothing much. Honestly, it's probably like when Hundred dies.
Then we just play a 3/3 to trade with a Bloodbraid Elf.
Yeah.
That sounds fine. Does the worm get to go in?
Uh, don't think so. I want it back to double block in case Hundred comes in. This goes in, though. That's free damage that I'm not blocking with this creature. That's our win con right now.
Definitely.
Might Vengeful Rebirth to kill something on the board, though, if it stays like this. Come on, land.
Line would be great.
Well, I can just delete Bloodbraid Elf.
We could just delete. Actually, wait. Once we have 7 mana, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, we can do 3 damage with Conflagrate.
That's 1 off from killing his dork.
I'm gonna do something here.
Ah, getting damage on the Hundrug.
That's the idea. Oh, we got tapping mana. Or is that him trying to block and tapping for mana on mistake?
Um,
Okay. Sure, he took it. Good. Uh, so let's delete that.
yep. I guess we could have also paid another and pinged him for 1.
Yeah.
The dope.
That's true. Llanowar Augur, okay. That's good. Do I have anything I want a Vengeful Rebirth? Not really.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Let's attack with Phantom Worm again.
Because then if he blocks with Hundred, maybe then we want a Vengeful Rebirth.
Yeah.
Hey!
Okay. So I want a Vengeful Rebirth back,
Probably...
Mana Dude?
Yeah, Mana Dude.
We just slowly clear our opponent's board.
Okay, now maybe we can start attacking with
Team?
100
Yeah.
and Gathen rate. Maybe not Flame Wave Evoker.
Okay.
Hey!
Hey! Gruul!
We were Gruul and we won. Now we get to wait around.
Yeah. Gruul did it, though.
We did it. Hooray!
I'm happy that Gruul did it.
If we could win one more game, we get 5 Phantom points. If we get... we'll be in packs if we can win 2 more times, I guess. That'll be cool.
Yeah, right. If we win both, we get packs. If we win one, we get 5 Phantom points, which isn't enough to actually mean anything to me. But
Nope, it's fake. You
yeah,
can't buy or sell or trade them.
right. It doesn't even put me up to a number of Phantom points that's reasonable.
Same. That's why I was considering doing Cube instead of pre-release because I have 11 Phantom points.
Ooh, could have done
So
football.
I don't think I actually wanted to do football.
Oh, that's amazing. No, I missed it. Oh no, football was apparently very good already.
Oh, oh,
Oh well,
okay. That's
I will catch. I am not currently catching football, and I will have to catch football after the fact. But that's a good start to football.
that's a good start to football. Uh, maybe, probably. This is sealed, which means it'll take forever.
Yeah, this is the only one tonight. Yes.
'Cause I actually do have things I have to do tonight
Yeah, I
after this.
mostly I just plan on doing this one. This was going to be a cube, and then like I logged in and it said football, and I was like, football.
Football, the football bailoff, which is sadly in World Wake and not in Shards.
Football.
Hey, the super bad drafter is doing well because he's not drafting.
Oh yeah, right. He's in sealed. He's in his element. He doesn't actually draft. And then there'll be Born of the Gods stuff online soon.
Yeah, on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I will probably do that because I don't actually do anything on Fridays. And I will do triple small set draft. It'll be awful. But mostly just because I'm kind of super sick of Theros by now.
We've
I
played a
re-
lot of it. We like
yeah.
at this point I want to say that like Theros is a set that I know almost as well as like Shards or Zendikar in the amount of I've drafted it. Like I
Rise is
haven't
really tough.
actually not Rise. Rise actually I didn't the thing with Rise is that I played that a good amount, but Shards of Alara I drafted at like the Pro Tour multiple times and did a lot of prep for that, like a lot.
Practicing drafting for the Pro Tour drafting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which which like paid off. I went 4-1-1 at the draft portion in the first
Wait,
one.
for 1-1, you tied?
I drew. Yes, I drew. We I won game one. My opponent was playing a slower deck. It was like Bant Flyers and Control. I won game one, and in game two, he got to a point where I just could not kill him. It wasn't possible anymore with the cards I had left. But he could not kill me.
It went to time then.
And we finished game two with 3 minutes left on the clock, and I just looked at my opponent and said, "Look, there's no way your deck can kill me in 3 minutes, and I don't feel like mine can either. Let's just call this one the draw because we don't have time to finish it." And he was just like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And then my
That's
loss was to an Elder Mastery.
Elder Mastery.
It's a Grixis enchantment, or more appropriately, it's the power of Nicol Bolas.
Oh,
It's +3/+3 flying and discard 2 cards on hit.
that's pretty
If
good.
you don't have the answer for it, you die.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's also a 6 mana aura,
Yes, it's
which
6 mana.
it's 6 mana and an aura, but
Yeah,
still powerful effect.
because I think at that one I went 4-1-1 in draft, and how many rounds of constructed did I play? 12, 9 and 3 in constructed.
That's pretty good too.
That sounds good. Yeah, that was pretty good. But yeah, so I played a ton of shards, is I guess my point there, and I also played a good amount of Zendikar because when I did play at another pro tour that was Zendikar, triple Zendikar, and that format is like freaking aggressive as hell. Like you draft 2 drops a lot. That's kind of where part of where my love of 2 drops comes from is playing that format a lot.
Well, that surprises because that is a format I know That's from a format from my blind years of Magic, where I turned my cheek
Yeah.
and like I will not pay attention to this game anymore because of kitchen things.
Because of kitchen finks, huh? I
when
kitchen finks. I love kitchen finks.
when they were spoiling Shadowmoor, they had a spoiler article for kitchen finks.
I
And I
remember
looked
that.
at this card. I was like, this is not the game of Magic I am familiar with. This card is too efficient. It does too many things. And then I stopped playing Magic. I
See,
I was I was already sort of petering off, but
okay.
that was just like I'm not gonna. Yeah, I feel okay leaving this game now.
I saw Kitchen Finks and thought, oh my god, that is a card I'm playing 4 of for the next 2 years, right? And that turned out to be true.
Yep, that
Basically true. Also,
basic.
well, I didn't, but my buddy Ryan, who I play tested with a lot at that point, would like bend over backwards to kill Kitchen Finks. Like playing Extirpate in the main to remove them all, or playing Magma Spray, which removes a creature that it deals damage to, or like depending on the format, he would just bend over backwards to kill Kitchen Finks. You
And
gotta,
how'd that work out for him? Pretty good.
yeah, pretty good. He in he killed a lot of Kitchen Finks. That wasn't when he didn't play in the Pro Tour in that point. When he was on the Pro Tour, that would have been Mirrodin Besieged.
Ah,
So,
that's another set I know essentially nothing about.
you like uh, artifacts? Do you like Infect? I hope you like Infect.
I That's it.
I
I
hate
don't
Infect. I don't.
like. I it's I'm willing to call it the least interactive thing in Magic. 'Cause
It's a hard sell for me. I don't know if I'd buy that.
how many ways there is a card I can think of that it no there's two that interact with poison counters. One of them is leeches.
To be fair, any proliferate card interacts with them. It's just not the way you're looking for.
Yeah. And then when like we did Cube and there was Power Cube and then there was Blightsteel Colossus. It's like, well,
Ooh, die
you
in
get
one
it
hit.
if you get hit by Blightsteel Colossus, you just lose.
I've tried to not die to it.
You usually do.
Usually, yeah, you usually do.
Unless you have like revoke existence on time. It has to be on time. Or else Also, I hate that they printed that in Born of Gods because it's like, hey, you remember Fade into Antiquity? Fuck you.
Faded to it. I think my favorite thing about Revoke Existence being reprinted is the conversations that I've had regarding like wizards and wanting to remove artifact removal from white, and people telling me that the white doesn't get artifact removal anymore, and then it's like, oh, by the way, Revoke Existence is the most efficient artifact removal. And
Yep, yeah, they do it, then they don't, then they do it, but they don't. They're always going to do it.
right, well, that's kind of part of having teams that are separately building sets. Like some people subscribe to certain ideas and some people don't. And
Who is
some
that?
well, and some of those ideas are like wizards, like that's their thing they want to do. They want they want white to not get this. They want black to get this. But some things it's just certain uh,
People.
people want. So it's only true in some sets.
Who's the guy who made Relic of Progenitus?
Probably Ken Nagel. I'm gonna guess
Ken
Ken
Nagel.
Nagel.
Yeah, because it,
It hates Dredge, so it's got to be Ken Nagel.
also there was a
He also
which
designed
card?
Wild Nicatl.
Wild the Cottle.
Which
Do
is,
you like 1 mana 3/3s?
he certainly does.
I do.
Yeah, that one.
I remember someone saying there was a card that went into Legacy from Born of Gods, but I don't remember which one.
It's
The thing that
free
all
one
the
that makes
thing,
people only draw one card.
yeah, Spirit of the Labyrinth, which
The
is
one that
also a
laughs
blade
at
of
you
the
if you.
first.
Oh, we're here. We're here.
Oh, we're here. I would like to play first.
Oh, oh crap! This deck.
You'll draw the lands.
We have the Ephemeron. We're good. Right, we're on this deck. Crap.
I also have Merchant of Secrets.
Oh, I have to stop on my upkeep still for Llanowar.
We're playing another Goblin.
Foxtrot 292. I'm sad about that. Ken Nagel.
I can kind of understand that because Palaka is like
The
a
greatest?
giant,
Yeah.
a giant kitchen finks. But on the other hand, I love Palaka.
Spirit of the Labyrinth with Vendilion Click does sound pretty good. Yeah. What the hell do I want to do next turn?
Probably draw a land or no, probably either Festering Goblin.
Maybe I just want to play the 1/1 then.
Yeah, and just ram it directly into Festering Goblin.
That's reasonable. Ram it into it and then play this 3/1 that would die to Festering Goblin.
Yeah. Or also, as opposed to playing a morph that dies to Festering Goblin on
Well,
morph.
I'm fine playing a morph next turn. That's fine.
Well, I am too, but I mean like this turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it right now because it just trades with the Festering Goblin and looks kind of lame. But Merchant of Secrets means he can't attack into me.
Means we can attack though.
Yeah, I'm my base deck is Azorius, and I'm not happy with it.
It's 20 creatures to counter spells.
I'm really not happy with the base deck. Hey, Polluted Delta. Cast face down. Actually, the hell with that. Oh, we're just gonna make flyers. Give me the planes. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, attack first.
Yeah.
See if he takes the bait. Probably won't now, but
I know, but I'm good. I wanted to try anyway. All right. Let's get as much flying power out there as possible.
all right, because we have a Errant Ephemeron,
Errant Ephemeron.
the Feridon. I love that guy.
So good. It's a
He's
hasty
really good.
4/4 flyer.
Yeah, for 2 and 4 turns.
That's fine.
We draw another planes. We've got the another 3/3 flyer.
Whoa!
Hey, post.
That's not the colors of what?
Is this the
Is our opponent secretly Gruul?
looks that way.
Secret Gruul.
Or are they secretly Grixis, or are they secretly Jund?
Secret Gruul.
The secret rule. You should attack with your Festering Goblin, by the way.
Nope. It means that he could block Merchant of Secrets, possibly.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay. A trick. Not that I'm actually going to play it. I'm going to morph Daru Lancer here. This only ramps if he actually had the 2 colors to cast it, is the real thing.
Yep.
Cast face down, leaving up all of our mana.
That's why those things are reasonable because they're not. They're fixing and ramp, but not both. Well, I guess they are both, but
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Secret.
fork colors all in.
Well, I mean,
At least he's got the fixing for it, I guess.
this is football. This is the format football.
This is the football. I'll just link the thing.
Yeah, link the. Oh no, the
Football.
chomper!
Oh man.
He's gonna eat his festering goblin and then kill off my man.
Oh no.
That's powerful. Dang.
That's pretty good. He gets to gain life and get a 5/5 too.
Yeah. Look at that combo. I wonder how blue he actually is.
He hasn't shown much blue,
Yeah.
so he is Jund Greed. The greed is the blue. Or some idiot splash.
Okay, cast Errant Ephemeron. Hey, white. Loosen. Alright, cool. We got our flying team back.
We've got like chumps for days on Barrow Chomper, I guess.
Basically. Because this Aethersworn guy can chump quite a while. That sort of thing.
Yeah, and then like we no longer care about Merchant of Secrets. He has done his job.
Our opponent's the bug.
Ah, the bug.
Yeah. Football. It's not a draft. That would be very strange, and I would love it. 8-pack
100
draft.
8-pack draft with how many people? 200 up to 256.
I think there were about 50 or 60 in this event.
Yeah.
They put that top as Infest. Oh. Okay, well there goes our chump blockers, but luckily our flyers still live.
Yeah, which means we are currently out racing you, I guess.
Well, I mean, he's dead in 2 to our 7 power of flyers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we've got like Aethersworn as like champion, Chumpadump.
Yep.
Maybe we'll draw something cool. I say as we immediately draw
Immediately.
planes.
Somebody noted we've drawn 1 spell this game.
How do you feel about 16 lands? I know as soon as we do
No,
it,
God no.
as soon as we do it, that's all. We never see one again.
Aether Burst. Okay, so that gets bounced.
I guess we can just hard cast it next.
Yeah, because
This
we've
turn.
been drawing a billion lands. So
That
his
means
blue is real. His blue is real. His green is real. Like,
What's fake?
is the red real?
Or is that just a green source?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not. Look, I've learned not to question.
True. That's probably better for my health.
Yeah, I'm getting sassed on the 5-land keep. Yeah.
Yeah, that looked better than a lot of 4s. I'll have you know.
I'm.
For instance, 4 lands.
What do we got? Stormcloud Jin. Sure.
I think we attack into that.
Yeah. He'll probably trade off,
Yeah.
and that's fine. Alright, Aethersworn, dude is just gonna chump for a couple turns. Okay.
That's a good card.
Mm-hmm. Means if he plays a flyer.
Yeah, most of those cycle are pretty good. I don't know which.
We have one, Deckmore Salvage. There's one
Dagmore
scries.
Salvage is not as good though.
There's one that scries one.
Oh yeah, Bob. Nubenalia? I play
Yeah.
the shit out of Nubenalia. I've played Temple of Triumph as Nubenalia.
Oh, hey, buddy, you wanna? I'll
Yes,
take that
do
1/1
that.
counter off you. You sure you don't wanna? Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's fine, I guess. All right, take our free block.
He goes to 3, has to produce a flying blocker or die.
Mm-hmm. Man, my kingdom
It's
for card, right? Like,
yeah, a spell would be cool. I say as we immediately draw planes.
I even used a fetch.
What you going in
Yeah,
with?
we're going in.
I don't think our opponent could pull 6 damage out of a hat, but maybe.
Maybe. If not, I'll get owned for it, and that's fine. Okay, he's taking the free block on that.
Okay, now he only has to pull out 4 damage out of a hat, which is much more reasonable. But he is impelled to Eesh.
What do we got? Okay.
Yeesh. This looks kind of bad.
Kind of bad's an understatement, but yeah. I mean, Shadow if you have no hand.
It's
Okay.
a it's a 4-1. Thanks for showing us more cards.
I'm gonna continue to show this guy land. Cool.
We did.
Cool.
Yeah. So do you want to try this again, or do you want to go back to Gruul?
Get out.
Well, there's my answer.
Get in. Conflagrate. Riddle of Lightning. Gathan Raiders. Shinka Gatekeeper. Flowstone. Flame Invoker. Sparksmith. First Volley. Marauder. Firebolt. Llanowar Augur.
Is Fault Grinder a consideration against Greedman?
Probably. I'm just throwing.
Maybe.
I'm throwing the normal things in first, and then we can adjust.
Yeah.
Big man.
There's also Quiet Disrepair, but he's shown one target for that.
I was gonna say the hell if I'm boarding that in for killing mana. Okay. So this is what the curve looks like. I could take out one of the heavier top ends for Fault Grinder.
Like Hundrug
Hundrug showed his stuff. I respect Hundrug.
or Corrosion Ground Shaker, the Uncastable Man.
6/6.
He's a 6/6 for 7 with passable trample to honestly a fair amount of targets.
I was gonna say like half the deck. Like, yeah.
Corrosion Beast.
We can get there.
We can also just does not consider, because he also had like double of all his colors except for red, which was an artifact.
Alright, let's add lands and roll with it. So, Suggestatron wants heavier red, which is right, I think, because of these guys.
Yeah.
Cool!
In we go.
Yes. I think I'm okay with this.
First volley,
I'm not
add
playing.
Piker, and also a land gets us,
Almost every card in our hand.
yeah. If you draw the land, will you throw down Skirk Marauder as a Piker?
What? Like play it right now as a piker?
I was asking if you wanted to or not.
I really don't, but I'm going to. I really hate doing this.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's not great as an understatement. This we lose almost all of the value of the card.
It's still a piker.
Ugh. Ugh. Of course.
See, now he'll have done his 2 damage.
This feels like a good balance to our last game,
It does.
where we drew all of the land, so... The Gruul backup's like just flat better than the... Oh my god. Alright, Piker,
Yeesh.
it's literally all on your back because the rest of our deck is junk.
At least he might play a 1 toughness creature.
At 4? Super doubtful. You might not play creatures, that's... Hey, okay, finally. My god.
Hooray! Which Grey Ogre do you want, buddy?
The one with an ability. Oh, neither.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm killing that for the 2-for-1 on myself.
You have to, though.
Yeah, I'd easily the Flowstone Channeler, though. That's not really much of a...
We could throw away Corrosion Ground Shaker so we could eventually, in some world, pick it up, I guess.
Well, it's more we could throw it away to actually do something with it if it came to that. Let's play a Hill Giant
I like Hill Giant.
with no ability. I don't even think there are 3 spirits in the deck.
There's one.
Well, there's this one right here.
Well, there's 2.
I,
But Phantom Worm is great.
that's the target. That's the one I'd want.
Or you could put in Patron of the Kitsune just get it.
Then if I draw it, I just get like triple owned because I'm holding it in my hand.
Yeah, it's like Reanimator.
That's terrible.
It is. It's awful. I hate it.
Oh hey, Apocryphite.
Apocryphite's a really good jump blocker.
Well, it also becomes a 4/4. Okay, eat a guy with shadow. Yeah, that's cool. All right, let's get the beats on.
Maybe our little opponent wouldn't 2-for-1. He would half for 1. You just pocket block with Apocryphite. Yeah. See, now is where we get Meddling Mage.
Well, this has shadow. It can't block.
Oh, right. I forget Shadow is like... It can only...
It can only like it. It can only interact with itself.
Did you know that Shadow is a weird mechanic?
Before Zendikar, Tempest limited format was the actual fastest limited format because half of the creatures had shadow. So you would just play shadow creatures and not give a crap about what your opponent does and kill them on turn 5 with your unblockable creatures. Because every creature you had was unblockable and yet still on curve. Like, you got to play like 2-mana 2/2s and they were on curve and they were just had unblockable in addition to half their abilities. So
At least we can kill the Shadow Man.
yeah, we got the Flowstone Channeler. Hell,
Hey, that's a good... Uh,
this jerk literally just makes festering goblins.
he's really good. He's one of my favorite pitch engines.
Alright, I could play Phantom Worm here.
Is that better or worse than killing his 2-1?
I think because he has this engine here, worse. if I played the Phantom Worm right now. So let's go ahead and kill this off now.
And then we can, next turn, kill off his 3/3 while
Maybe.
dealing 7. Actually, no, we kill
We
his
kill
face with dealing
him.
7
I would
damage.
say, what if we just did lethal damage to our opponent? Actually, maybe I don't kill this Faceless Devourer. I kill this guy and takes... Yeah. Let's go for broke. Because this can't block, so it doesn't have a purpose. If it's attacking me, that's fine. This way I'm dealing 7 damage plus a Vengeful Rebirth for another 7 damage. So,
Now, the reason I like him as a pitch engine scroll token is he is cheap. He makes a useful creature that is a good sec creature.
okay, this isn't back yet, right? Okay. Yeah.
And he costs 2. His ability only costs 1. He puts something in your yard, which is useful.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can kill things with Festering Goblin.
All right, buddy.
How many blockers does he have to produce?
1.
How about that instead?
That one works.
I guess that means we're killing his 3/3 then.
Maybe. I'm going to give him the ability to kill us if he has a way to bounce Phantom Worm. But he will also lose the game if he does not have a way to. That seems...
He's shown us one way he can bounce things.
screw it. I'm all in on this plan. If he can bounce it, he kills us with the Pocket Sight plus the Flyer. But he has 1 card in hand, so... I'm just hoping it's not Aether Burst, which it is. So I don't know why I even...
Ah, well.
Okay.
So we're fighting for Phantom points.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, that's basically it. I knew exactly what card he could have had, and he had it. So, oh well.
That would have been kind of a awful game anyways if it protracted, because it meant we would have burnt his what do we even pick up to burn his 3/3?
No, we still lose that game.
Yeah, because he just picks up his 3/3.
Well, no, he lets it die. He plays Apocryphite, swings for 4, brings us to 3, and then bounces our blocker on the next turn and swings for 4 again.
Per true.
Because all of our creatures cost 7 mana, and we could only cast 1 a turn.
True.
So...
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
I mean, I realize that there's us drawing cards and him drawing cards in there, but I'm not...
I don't know what we could have drawn that would have made things any different.
Yeah. One more football game. Oh my god, I have to wait like another hour to play more of this.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's welcome to Swiss.
I don't even wanna. I hate Swiss events.
I'm not the biggest fan. They're better when they're like small.
Yeah, well, I mean, at draft, like you only have 3 other games to worry about. Like there are currently another 10 to 15 games still going on.
Yep. One of them will be grindy because somebody made the control deck.
One of them's at 0-0.
Yep. 2 people made control decks and they found each other.
Yep.
Oh no, who has a win con? Because I sure don't.
Creatures, I don't know how to deal with those.
Well, I know how to deal with them. I just don't have any to cast.
Well, my deck specifically doesn't know how to deal with creatures.
Oh, definitely.
Don't like that deck
Not the biggest
after
fan.
playing it. It's just ah. Well, we just gotta wait for one more game though. If I Google the word football, what comes up?
Football.
Foot, football. Okay. Huh.
Association football.
Oh, is that that's the term for football?
That's why
Actual football?
when you're in England and the way you speak makes everything sound like you have food in your mouth. If you say association football enough, it will sound like the word soccer. And that's where soccer
No,
comes from.
no. That can't be right.
That is the actual thing. That is where soccer comes from, is association football. Is this the sock in association? I do not kid.
I'm I'm reading this article. Yeah. Ah, yes. Rugger for rugby. So they had sock. Okay. Wow. Yep.
Welcome to England, where we speak.
Whatever. English. I speak it.
I sometimes do, but not always. Is that the safety?
Yep. That's a good first play.
How it goes.
Yep. Somebody completely whiffed on the snap, and whoop, there goes the ball into the end zone. And
It's a way it's a way to move the ball down the field and score points.
I'm pretty impressed by that, and I'm going to have to watch that. Football.
It'll,
Owls.
it'll probably be all over YouTube, so I wouldn't worry about trying to track it down.
No, that's not it. No. Look, that would break the.
You can't tape the Super Bowl with your VHS, or they'll
No.
come for you.
They will come for you. Football. If you see here, I don't think I can pull more John Madden out of me right now.
Me either. I don't actually know what I can do right now. I could maybe play Warframe, but my ping would be awful because I'm currently looking at somebody's desktop.
Yeah, that was. I think Logical tried that last night, and the second he booted it up, like all of a sudden he became like a super robot, and I couldn't hear a word he said.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, I'm gonna fight for phantom points.
Phantom
Five
points.
phantom points.
5 phantom points.
That'll have no
Where are you
cost.
now, Gato? Where are you now?
I have metal joints. Beat me up and get 5 phantom points. You can trade them for 3 silver points apiece.
Ah.
I only own 3 gray merchants. What the hell?
I have like 7.
I have 3 gray merchants and 9 return centaur. Okay.
Let me open up and see how many gray merchants I actually have. I think a lot of them the robot actually ate for like a penny.
Okay.
I've I went back and watched like the first time I did Theros, and I was so stupid at evaluating cards. But it didn't matter because my deck had three gray merchants in it.
Jesus Christ!
Yes. Can you see why I won games? Not the truck ending one, the first actual one.
Yeah.
The one the truck killed was Minotaur Tribal.
The truck. The truck!
Yep, ran directly into my phone company.
The Demolisher. My God,
I'm willing to
how much like Hearthstone do I have to watch from yesterday? Is it like
uh
hours, days?
hours and hour. You don't actually have to watch it because I'm pretty sure they'll. If you just forget too long enough, the archives will be deleted.
Well, then
And then
so now I
you'll
have to
be
double watch it.
no, you'll be free of that
I
obligation
can't be
because
free.
let me tell you, I love you, Kaz. You've been streaming a ton of Hearthstone. It all sort of blends together.
Look, it's a fun game.
It
Like
is.
I,
I.
I would boot mine up and pull up my games played, and it would say that I have 666 arena wins.
That's
I
excellent.
think I stopped playing arena for a while to leave it at it. But the point being, like, for each of those, there's probably, like, there's losses to go with it, and that's like 1,000-ish games or whatever my average is. And if I had streamed it, it would probably be as much as Kaz has. And
By the way, I have 60. I have 60. I have six gray merchants.
six.
I have six right now. I've had more though.
Okay.
I think what? Yeah. What do I have the most of in Theros? I have eight baleful eidolons.
8 Baleful Eidolon. I have 5 Vampire Nighthawks from me drafting. Yep, I can tell I drafted Zendikar because I've got 10 Surikar Marauder, 10 Crypt Ripper, Goldraws Vampires. Oh man, Desecrated Earth. That's the last pick.
Uh,
Yeah, you like. Where's Welkin Turn? Welkin Turn's probably one I got a pile of around. 7 Welkin Turn. You just play aggressive creatures, and that's the game. How about Plated Geopede? That's probably one that's
I
high up
think
on the list.
I think I have the most of the things I have. I think I have baleful eidolon the most. I
Tw-
have five dogs. Um, what else do I have that's cool that I have lots of? I have how many? I had a bunch of Thassa's emissaries.
It also says a lot that I have no cards from World Wake on here.
The Did you just not play it?
Well, the Pro Tour I played in was triple Zendikar, and yeah.
So you just played Triple Zendikar forever.
And then there's
I have eight. It just occurred to me. I have eight Baleful Eidolons. Half of them were from one deck.
son of a god.
Did that deck have three or four Baleful Eidolons in it? I don't even know.
Baleful Eidolon.
It had so many. Yes, Vampire Nighthawk is a super efficient card.
Yeah, did you
It's
know?
Did you know that it's really good and too good, basically?
I love it because it has the combination of Death Touch and Lifelink, which I love.
Yes.
Me.
Really, the humdinger of it is the damn thing's got flying.
The damn thing has 3 toughness.
It has three toughness, three keywords, three mana. I think it would be playable as like a 1/3. The lifelink would be irrelevant, but
My favorite thing with Zendikar Limited was at the beginning, like, people treated it as a normal, limited format, and Step Links was one of the cards that you really ignored because it's like it's a one drop that doesn't really. It's like sometimes it's a 2/3. Wow. Then when people realized that the most effective way to play the format was just murdering your opponent by turn 4, Step Links became like high pick.
Can you also give the step links like a machete?
Yeah, right here.
Yep, that's the machete.
Good old trusty machete, one of the better, like just uncommon equipment.
They
Adventuring
decided
gear was pretty good too.
they decided this. They slightly altered Bone Splitter, and hey, it was still good.
Yeah, Bone Splitter is real. But yeah, and then there's I have a billion things from Gate Crash too because I think I drafted that set a ton.
Oh yeah, we did so much triple gate crash.
Yeah, oh my god.
Almost all of them were red, blue, green decks.
Oh
Like you would
yeah.
be like, okay, we're gonna try to go Orzhov. We're gonna try to have
I
some
finally
story.
got it to work at the end when in like the final one. Like I think the last freaking one was the foil tithe drinker, and it finally
Tithe
happened.
Drinker.
I was so happy that it finally happened. Like every other deck was just like, let's go black white immediately into Gruul. Let's try black white this time immediately into Simic. Okay, like
Here have some adaptive snapjaws. That's some cloudfin raptors and da 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 da. Elusive crosses. Da 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 da.
you want your
Drakewing
Draconuras.
crosses.
Yeah.
Just over and over and over.
You can tell because I have 8 Drakewing Krasis and 2 Kingpin's pets.
Uh, I cannot escape the white black deck from
No,
there. You cannot
communism.
escape. You cannot escape the rug deck either. It is
Communism.
you.
What's the? I'm trying to think of the Born of the Gods card that's black with a white activation. I don't. Oh, it's like return target enchantment creature from your grave to hand.
Oh, yeah. It's like
It's a gray ogre.
a Dunos River Trawler, Grey Ogre, ETB's return enchantment creature. He fetches like he's just like a gravedigger
Yeah. But
that
he
you
also
can
has
sack
sack to Gravedig.
to Gravedig. He's not bad at all.
In triple format, he's terrible.
Oh yeah, because you're picking up like
You're either picking up like the really crappy Board of the Gods like no ability ones, or the like uncommon ones, which are okay, but they're uncommon, so you don't really have. You have like one.
yeah, and then not all of them are good. Like Spiteful Returned.
That one's good.
He's not great though.
It's good though. Well, the big thing is it's not like 6 mana to freaking bestow the damn thing.
Yeah, it's 4 mana, 1/1, and then they get you shock them whenever you attack,
How
which
is
ain't bad.
how
But
is tribute as a mechanic fair? Mostly because like a lot of the times it's make a big dude, and by that I mean 90% of the time it's just play a big dude. And removal in the format isn't terribly good, so a big dude is what you want a lot of the times.
yep, some of them just conditionally don't work. Like the Bone Reader, if he's your last card in hand.
Almost a lot of them never work. Like there's a blue one that's a 5 mana 1/1 flyer with tribute 3, and if they don't pay the tribute, you get to cast Mind Control.
Yeah,
Let me tell you, that
and
card is never a 1/1. Like
it's never a 1/1.
it is always a 4/4 flyer for 5, unless
Uh,
it's an empty board, in which case it kind of sucks. But
yeah,
there's also
that's
like a
what.
black one that's an edict that's almost always a 4/4, unless they have like a crappy 1/1.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying about Oracle of Bones. That was like if he's your last card in hand, then they will let you have a 4 mana 3/1 haster. Other times he's a 5/3 haster, which is Tenement Crasher is pretty cool. Really, though, your bread and butter is like a Faragax Giant, 5 mana 5/5.
I had one of those in my almost mono red deck that I just cut. I didn't play.
Was he too slow?
Honestly, it was just like I had Stone Shock Giant. I
Oh,
had.
who cares then? You've got fucking Stone
I was
Shock
like, why?
guy.
Why do I want to play the almost 5/5? Except when my opponent has a kill spell for 3 toughness dudes. That's the big thing I don't like about that is that there's a lot of ways to kill a 3 toughness guy. So like
Yeah,
it's just like a lava X, which I guess that's okay. Like it's a lava X
that's
that 1 for 1s.
that love X and ones for one ain't the worst. That's why a lot of them are okay if you try to get clever and try to kill them. Did that actually come up in pre-release? I said it would.
But then there's like the fat tribute guys that are really good regardless. You talk about Thunderbrute a lot.
Yeah, Thunder Brute. I
Kind of
love Thunder.
stupid as hell. I think it's an 8/8 if they pay the tribute.
If they pay the tribute, he's at 8/8. Ah, come to me, Thunder Brute. I want to look at you so I can be happy.
The rare green Hydra that was the promo was really the hell good too because it's
It's
a
either a
6/6.
12/12 or a 6/6 fight a guy.
Everybody I talked to before the event said, "Oh, Kaz taking off. All right,
Ah,
catch you."
goodbye. Yes. Liam
Liam
O'Brien. Oh,
O'Brien. Liam O'Brien scream a lot.
is KFJ streaming? I didn't know if Liam O'Brien was in that game or not.
Yeah, is he in Star Ocean?
He probably is because he's in everything.
I don't know.
Uh, but yeah, Thunder Brute. He's either a 6 mana 8/8 trample or a 6 mana 5/5 haste
Yeah,
with
like
trample.
the green. Everybody I talked to before the event was saying that the green promo was really crap.
Who would think that?
I don't because they're like, well, I mean, it never gets to fight the guy, and then it's just a 12/12, and I'm like,
Just a
just a
12/12.
12/12. Oh no! Like what the hell? That sucks. I'm so sorry for your 6 mana 12/12. Would you play Crawworm in your limited deck, by the way? Just gonna ask you a completely unrelated question. It's like, yeah, I'd probably consider playing Craw. Oh, okay. So you're fine
These
with six
people are.
mana 6/4, but 6 mana 12/12 is just not good.
These people fall over themselves to get their giant foxes, their Yavi
Right,
Bioware.
and then like they were like, well, it doesn't have any evasion, and it's like, okay, well then bestow Nylea's emissary on it.
or or like if you're blue green, you just pay 2 and give it Stratus Walk.
I was in black green, so I paid 3 and gave it intimidate.
Ah, wait, which gives it Intimidate?
Grizzly transformation. It's a card that looks like it was imported straight from freaking Innistrad.
It does.
There's a lot of cards like that, by the way, that keep
3 mana cantrip. Oh, yeah, graveyard art. Yeah.
yeah. Well, even like the flavor of it, it's like a dude turning into a werewolf or something. Like I realize Greek mythology that's something that can work, but it certainly feels like an Innistrad thing.
Necrobile is right under it on this big spoiler list, and that doesn't look like something from this set either.
Which one's
Uh,
that? Necrobite?
uh, it's almost it's almost Basilisk Breath.
Oh, Necrobite,
Uh,
right?
yeah, Necrobite. Regenerate Death Touch for 3 mana as
That's
a
a
trick.
reprint from I don't even remember. I'm gonna say like
Let's
Tem 10, maybe M11.
let's find out where.
Anyway, that card is real.
No, it's a reprint from Avacyn Restored.
Oh, huh. Okay, Everson Restored. That's basically a core set to me. Yeah.
We're like basically an Innistrad.
Yeah. But yeah, well, not even just the art, but like the flavor of like, he's
Yeah.
transforming into a monster.
You could have come up with something that was more Greek than that.
But anyway, that card on back to the 12/12. Just like everyone was just like, it's just the 12/12. It's not that good. It's like, how many answers do you have to a 12/12 in your limited deck? 0. Oh, okay, that's good to
Probably,
know.
probably not many. And if you are, you're like paying a lot of mana to do it very inefficiently.
Right. So then I played it against people, and people played against it, and they're like, "Wow, this guy keeps kicking my ass." And it's like, "Oh, really?" You don't say. The 12-12 kicks you in the nuts when they play it, and then they go archetype of imagination following it up, and you lose.
That archetype is
Or they
such a
go archetype of anger or whatever the red one is, and then you
uh,
lose.
yeah, trample or hell, even like first strike is bad on that.
Right, because then death touch no longer works as an out.
And then it's like the abyss comes every turn. I come for your creatures.
Oh my god, there's still 3 games going. All right.
One card that makes me really sad is Black Oak of Odenos because it's the zombie tree folk. And the reason it makes me sad is because it is not Bramble Snap. Tap another untapped creature you control.
Yep.
See, if he was Bramble Snap, he'd be really good. He'd be like a 1/6. As it is, I guess you'll just have to settle with a way to turn inspired on. I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just funny that people were so down on this guy. And then if he comes into play and they don't want it to be a 12-12, they have to let it just literally kill a guy they control. Like, trust me, a 6-6 in a fight wins.
Yeah, there's not much that fights a 6/6 and does well.
Yeah. So,
I'm looking at the promo cards. Which one was the most popular?
the most popular?
Was it Arbiter of the Ideal? The blue one?
I think blue was the most popular. Yeah. White was close, but I think blue was the most popular chosen. Is there any reach other than Giant Spider? I think that's it, honestly. In Born of the Gods, obviously in Theros you have Leaf Crown Dryad, you have Nessie and Asp, and you have
And
Harbor Colossus, and
there's one more you're forgetting about. He's a rare. He's white.
oh right, the monsters on the 100-handed one. I'm like, I named Arbor Colossus. What are you talking about?
He's white. He has reach because he has 100 hands. Silent Sentinel.
Liam O'Brien.
I don't know how I actually like Silent Sentinel. Usually he's getting something back, I guess, but
He's too expensive.
yeah, he's like a 7 mana 4/6. I like Eater of Hope if you're looking for 7 mana creatures.
Even Eater, like the big thing with those promos is that 7 mana is a lot.
It is. It is.
And
I,
like
I-
like 6 is a lot, but you're in green, so 6 is actually like 5.
yeah, I would. If I was doing one of the two. One of them, I would have probably either pick the Wilds Ravager or maybe Forge Stoker Dragon.
So the
Oh, it's
funniest
tourist.
thing,
Yeah.
the funniest thing I remember was somebody at the day pre-release. He had built his deck, and it wasn't going very well for him after round 1. He asked me to take a look at it, and I looked at it, and I looked at his sideboard, and I was like, "You have a Chromanticore here, and you open Sylvan Caryatid as one of your rares, and you have 6 other pieces of mana fixing. Why don't you just take all the best cards out of every color and try that?" And he did,
How-
and I think he went 2-2 after he switched. Like it actually like, yeah, there were games where he just like fell over himself with 3 islands and no other colors, but it was pretty funny.
Chromaticor is pretty cool.
You cast that card and you win. Like, I need
He's. Do you ever bestow him?
yes, because you get the immediate attack. It basically gives him fake haste.
Well, you have to have 7 mana for that, but how
With-
hard is that?
With how much mana fixing there is? By mana fixing, it's like, land fetch and things like that. So getting to 7 isn't that hard.
Also, like Springleaf Drum, a card I really like.
I don't know how to evaluate that outside of like playing Affinity. I never did.
Well, it works well here because of Inspired, and even
Well, in its original printing, it had Inspired to work with.
And its original printing had conspired, and then
No. In its original printing, the merfolk had abilities that cared about being tapped and being untapped.
oh, I never cared about that. I cared about it as like one mana fix and also ramp kind of. It's a neat little card that I
Yeah.
disliked.
I see it as like Paradise Mantle. Like it's
Yeah, it's
and
like that.
and
I also really,
I
I also
hate
really like Parrot.
I hate Paradise Mantle.
You hate it?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a zero mana card. It's a zero mana do nothing card.
Ah,
I'm paying a mana to make one of my creatures into like a mana dork, and then I'm down another card for my troubles, and I don't like it.
I don't know. I like Springleaf Drum.
I like it in Affinity because you get to like make 3 mana on turn one, and then you dumped your entire hand and played Thoughtcast twice. But that's Affinity for you. That's
I like it because it's a neat little I like interactions like that.
I'm not a I'm not huge on that one.
There's
Yeah,
a bunch of silly cards and these. Looking at
basically
these
if
artifacts.
if a
Yeah,
card
go.
is described as a slightly worse Paradise Mantle, is not like booming praise for something.
I wouldn't call it slightly worse.
You can like, would you call it slightly better?
I'd call it about the same.
Okay.
Because Paradise Mantle is like free, but it's also got the equip cost.
You can't. You also can't use it the turn the creature comes in. Not that
Yep.
that really is huge.
Not the you just, but you can with your Springleaf Drum. There's some weird artifacts in Barn of the Gods, by the way, like Hero's Podium.
Somebody opened a foil one of those in the draft, and it tabled. Like it just was like nobody wanted the damn thing.
Nobody knows what the fuck it does.
Well, like yeah, it's
It
just
also it cares about
oh okay.
legend.
Well, well,
We gotta buy.
well,
We gotta
well.
buy. Hey, guess what?
Thanks.
We get tickets.
Well,
Hooray!
hey, Kavanaugh, are you here? Is Kavanaugh here? This is an important question. I know I'm fairly certain Medibot isn't. Because he'd be off doing things. I want to do like a Momir or something. Because I don't want to just end on us talking for half a goddamn hour and then like no payoff, nothing. It's beautiful.
That is.
Ugh.
Well, they got to listen to us talk about stupid
Oh
cards.
no, I'm fine with. I'm cool with it. It's just like the. It's
It's
like
dumb.
you.
It's stupid.
I'm. Hello, archive viewers. I hope you enjoy the half hour of us talking about whatever the hell we were talking about for nothing.
Heroes Podium.
Heroes Podium.
Ancestral Cornucopia. Yeah, it's like a worse version of shit. What was that thing called? Everflowing Chalice.
It's. I like it. Okay, to call something a worse version of Paradise Mantle, not ringing praise. To call something a worse version of Everflowing Chalice, one of the better mana accelerants in colorless ever printed,
Yeah, I get
is
you.
pretty strong. Also, it has
It's
XXX in its mana cost.
yeah, it's the triple X. But you pay 3 for your shit your monolith, and then you pay 6 for your shit. What even taps for 2 of any color? And then you pay 9 for your gold for your gilded lotus.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that makes it real in like say casual formats. You play it as a 3 mana Darksteel Ingot. It's not indestructible. It's just a Darksteel Ingot, right?
That's monolith. Yeah.
Yeah. No. See, it's not mana. It's not Manolith because you play it, and then you start proliferating like an idiot.
Oh yeah, because you're stupid. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden
Cash
you're
flow.
like, Manolith just taps for 5 because you've been proliferating all the damn time. And then all of a sudden you just have this artifact that taps for way too much mana, and it's perfect. So when you're talking like Elder formats, that's something that can happen.
Definitely in elder formats.
Also, like, it's mana fixing.
It's monolith.
Oh.
Hey, I play
Hey.
Monolith.
You don't happen to own a Momir avatar, do you? I don't think you...
I don't.
Okay, I
I
didn't think
I
you did.
have to. I could throw away Polygon's
No. No.
pre-release to buy a Momir basic set.
Don't do it.
Let's see who is actually around.
I
I
don't...
refuse to believe nobody is around. I
Yeah.
also kind of have to go do stuff
Yeah,
soon.
I think we just hand it off here. This is the end of football. Football.
Go watch Asura's Wrath.
Yeah,
It'll
go.
be full of yelling.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Whatever. I don't know where they're at or whatever. I know Kaz went off to do a thing. Go watch that thing if they're doing it. If they're not doing it, go
It's
watch other
either
football.
Captain or Super Kung Fu Jesus. Yeah.
Squirrel Token. Contagion Engine has 4 tap, proliferate, then proliferate. It proliferates twice.
It's dumb.
It's yeah. Anyway, good night, everybody. I hope you enjoyed football.
Football. War deck was bad.
Football.